What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another week of Hero or Zero here on the Heroes for Hire podcast. My name is Shaun Meehan, and joining me, as always, is Anchorman, Mr. Conor Lawler.
And we go back to the sports. Thanks very much.
He took the beat. He took the beat there, folks.
I just always constantly throw back to the sport.
We have no sports coverage on the show, I'm sorry.
So this is Hero Zero, Shaun. This is the show where we choose one comic book character every single week. We talk their good points and their bad points, and we just give you a bit of a rundown of everything to do with that character. Now, I normally choose DC characters, and Shaun, you normally choose Marvel characters.
True.
It was my week last week, and I did, as usual, fan favourite report. You know, everyone was signing in, just messaging us, blue sky hopping off. People were saying it was the greatest report they'd ever heard. So,
all right, he's stacking the deck here. I'm not a fan of that.
People are saying it's hard to live up to, and so now it's your week, and I'm saying the floor is yours. I'm very excited to see what you do, because obviously, as I said, stakes have been raised. Okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I might. I think I'm going to come out here. I've raised the stakes even further this week, Conor. I've done, and I want to go on record before we start. I know. Well, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. I don't know why I thought I could do this. Preparing for this report was a miserable experience. And also, it's about a third of the way done. This is going to be a couple of weeks, because I just can't. It's an insane... Whose idea was this?
What a great start to a report. This was a terrible idea, and I did not have fun doing it.
No, I doubt you'll have fun listening to it. It's awful.
But before we get into that, Shaun, we do have a few things to let the listeners know. So one is, if you are on the Patreon, every single month you get a brand new movie review, and this month's movie review that was pulled out of the hat, so all the movies get nominated by everyone who's over on the Patreon, extra bonus content over there if you want to head on over, but the movie that was chosen for this month's movie review was Elektra. The mid-2000s classic with Jennifer Garner was pulled out. Shaun?
Oh, I'm not dignifying this movie with a response, honestly. How dare you make me watch this?
I hadn't watched it since 2005, so it was a bit of a weird one going back to see it. But yeah, so we are reviewing that over on the Patreon. It kind of sticks... It's along the same lines of, I think we've done Catwoman, we've done Batman and Robin, we've done Elektra. I think the patrons have made us get to the top 5. I don't know what's left that they can possibly make us do.
This is the thing, yeah. That's the only comfort that we have, is that we've covered them now, so we don't have to do it again.
Yeah. So that's over the Patreon if you want to head on over there. As I said, it's just the price of one cup of coffee a month, and you get access to, I don't know how many movie reviews we've done at this stage, but there's a billion, a gajillion, but there's hundreds of hours of extra bonus content if this is not enough for you. But there's also just a little thing of, Shaun, people like weird news.
I'm told they do, yeah.
We said on Monday that Weird News was no longer going to be in the Monday show, but that kind of ruffled a few feathers. People were like, but we like weird news.
I wouldn't say people were very polite and kind about it, by the way. Like, they weren't...
No, well, they said, fuck Shaun, and then what? They said a very polite opinion.
Oh.
Fuck Shaun, separate message.
Fuck Shaun, completely unrelated note. Weird News, fine.
So people were saying that they wanted some weird news, and we were putting it on the Patreon for free, but now we've kind of slightly tweaked it, because some people were saying maybe the RSS feed on Patreon, maybe it's a bit harder to get to. So fear not, we have come up with a solution that I think it solves a lot of problems. It's
the best of both worlds.
Exactly. So we have a brand new podcast feed called Heroes for Hire Presents Weird News. Now, it's not going to come up in the Heroes for Hire feed, so you will have to follow and subscribe and do all the stuff on whatever podcast platform you're listening to on, but it should be on there. It's currently on Spotify, and over the next 24-40 hours it'll go up on all the other ones. And all it is, it's just a brand new show, so you will still get your Weird News fix. a brand new episode will go up there every single week, and it'll just get put in your feed, just like the Heroes for Hire one, but you just have to follow the opposite one. Shaun, I have linked to it on all the socials as well.
Yeah. So it's the same show, same content, same hosts, everything like that. And it's a little bit tidier feed wise. So it'll be linked below, and you can follow it if you're interested in such a thing.
And we're still going for 5 stars on Spotify. 5 stars before the summer solstice. Now, Shaun, enough of all this stuff.
Excellent.
It's now time to get into the main event. People are waiting excitedly. They want to see how on fucking earth you're going to somehow do a report on one of the biggest storylines in comic book history.
True, I decided that Secret Wars 2015 would be a good thing to try and cover. Thank God I've covered all of the characters involved up until now, because otherwise this would be impossible. As I touched on, it's not going to be all in this one report. It's going to be maybe in 3, which I guess a story follows a 3-act structure. That's probably fine. And it's going to be over the next few weeks. What we might do then is might chop them all together so it's the full story all as one big block and put that up somewhere. But what you need to know at the start of this story is, and I've just got bullet points, because if I was to go through every little detail, it'd be insane. I've picked the coolest moments and the things that get the story across. So all of the multiverses are smashing together, because behind the scenes Marvel realised there was too many universes and they wanted just one main continuity for everyone to look into. The first incursion that we see, that's what it's called when 2 universes smash together, is seen by the Black Panther, and he's looking up at this Earth as it comes down from the sky. And then suddenly it explodes, and then a lady called the Black Swan is standing in front of him. Now,
right,
I've hit you with a lot there. I'm only going to hit you with more, I'm going to be honest.
We all just need to buckle in. By the way, if you haven't heard any of the reports from all these characters, will appear in all of Shaun's previous reports at some stage. So if he brings up a character and you say, I don't know who that is, Shaun has probably covered them. And if they haven't, Shaun, you've kind of let the side down, and I'm not going to back you on that side. But still, fair. I would say at least 80% of them have been done a report on. So it's going to be in our back catalogue somewhere. Just search for the specific name.
Yes, exactly. And or just message me and I'll explain it to you afterwards. So the Black Swan, she works for a guy called Raboom Alal, who I just need you to know that he's a guy right now. Okay? He just exists in the world.
I'm making notes. I have a little notepad. Guy. Okay, cool.
Excellent. So, Black Panther brings this information to the Illuminati, who are the 6 smartest dickheads in Marvel Comics who thinks that they can run the world in the shadows.
You've seen him in Doctor Strange.
Seen him in Doctor Strange. Slightly different lineup. It's not critical to the story. Basically, the rest of the heroes learned in a previous story that the Illuminati was a thing, and they all got legitimately pissed. So Steve Rogers at the minute is also on the Illuminati to basically keep tabs and make sure all the information is available to everyone.
Right, okay.
He's a good, nice little boy. So
classic Steve Rogers.
Classic Steve Rogers. So they decide, okay, there's another Earth coming to smash into our Earth. Let's use the Infinity Gauntlet and push the Earth away, basically. And they're like, grand, Steve
because
Rogers.
I suppose in a comic book world where anything is possible and you have heroes and villains who can literally like snap things out of existence, if there was another planet coming, you'd be like, is there some sort of magical or bullshit way we can get rid of the problem straight away?
Exactly. And they give the gauntlet to Steve Rogers because he's the most pure of heart, etc., etc. And it works. They push the other Earth away and the universe is saved. However, in the process, all of the Infinity Stones are destroyed. So it's the writer saying, yeah, you can do that once, but it's going to keep happening.
Oh, okay. I like that. So it's kind of like they're actually writing themselves out of the bind in that this is something terrible. Okay, we've used the world bending thing. Now you're out of world bending things. Yes. So what are you going to do then?
And so this is what the Black Swan had been doing, is that she was So the Earth is always, in every universe, it's always the Earths that crash together. If you destroy the other Earth, both universes get to survive. So the net loss is only one Earth as compared to two universes.
But you have like a Joker Dark Knight situation where one planet has to kill the other.
Exactly. And so the Illuminati decide, let's just start blowing up the other Earths.
Reed Richards is like, kill them all.
He's really on board with it real quick.
There's not even another planet. He's like, we should go search for planets and kill them just to like balance it out.
Exactly. They wipe Steve Rogers' memory because Steve is very opposed to this idea.
Of course.
And then they start blowing up worlds. And it works for a while. But they realise that the incursions keep happening. And so blowing up worlds and voluntarily killing all of these people is only really slowing down the inevitable. And so the Illuminati, they all decide to stop doing big genocides, except...
All right, lads, this is our last one, okay? No more genocides after today, right? When we lock off down today, you can log in, you can do a genocide, but at lunchtime, we are all going home, no more genocides, okay? We're all going back to the normal work.
And the only one opposed to that is Namor, who decides to keep doing big genocides.
Just quietly on his own laptop.
Yeah. So he recruits... He's like, okay, I need people who are willing to kill billions. So he recruits people like Thanos and the Black Order and like Maximus the Mad of the Inhumans and stuff like that. And he starts working with them. They start going onto these other Earths and planting big bombs to blow everything up. Namor has a crisis, though, because the super bad villains that he recruited before they blow up the planet just fucking murder and torture a load of people for the crack.
Hey guys, we just were here to genocide. Yeah. We weren't here to torture.
An easy one and done genocide, guys.
Thanos, stop torturing all those people. Blow them up.
So Namor's like, shit, I can't be a part of this anymore. So he goes to Latveria. And he goes to chat to Dr. Doom, Connor. So Doom, first of all, reveals, I already know all about this. I know about the incursions. I'm doing my own research into how to stop them. How dare you come to me third? He's like, I could understand you siding with the Illuminati, because they're your good guys. You chose Thanos before Doom.
I like how Doom isn't mad that he's doing it. He's mad that he's like, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you know, like, what I bring? And you came to me as a third option. You're a moron. You should have come here before you came to anybody else.
Yeah. And Namor's like, you're right, I'm sorry. And Doom is like, I refuse to help you on the basis that you didn't ask me for help sooner. I won't work with you. So Doom gets Christoph Bernard to also help research these incursions, his like protege that we talked about a few weeks ago. Mr. Fantastic has realised, okay, the entire universe is going to be destroyed. He starts building a life raft so that certain heroes, useful people, scientists, children, stuff like that, they can all escape, and then whatever's left at the end, they can try and rebuild.
Now, when you say life raft, I picture a little dinghy or a little blow-up boat that he's in. But how would that stop a world colliding with another? So when you say life craft, what do you actually mean?
Like a spaceship, basically.
Like a spaceship.
But they call it a life raft because it is the like, there's no hope in saving the ship. We're just going to see what else we can salvage.
So they're 100% like, well, everyone else is going to die, but we're okay. That's Reed Richards.
100%. So
cool.
Reed Richards of Earth 616, the main Marvel universe, builds a life raft. Also, evil Reed Richards from the Ultimate Universe, called the Maker, also builds a life raft.
Hard to tell them apart.
Really is. But he invites on the cabal that Namor had formed, so Thanos and the Black Order, he allows them onto his life raft because he's like, we'll just do more conquering and stuff like that.
Just they seem like my kind of guys.
Yeah, and then there's like these moments you see just the heroes. So Mr. Fantastic is building his life raft. You see the other heroes and what they do in their last minutes. So like T'Challa like holds Storm close and is like, I wish we had more time together, and he just is with his people at the end. Doctor Strange asks Wong, do you think I'm a good person? And Wong is like, no, not really. Tony Stark pours 100 shots of whiskey, and he has it's a great,
of course,
he has a great moment because he just stands there and looks at him and is like, okay, if I can't beat the end of the world, I can at least beat you. So he's like, he's going to go out fully stone cold sober. Like
that's so good.
It's a nice little character moment. So this is all as the Earth is colliding. So when an incursion happens, there's about 8 hours where there's no real damage or anything being done, and you can just kind of exist and go between both universes. So what the heroes of the main Marvel universe realise is, look, once that other Earth appears in the sky, people are going to panic. So they just start helping people. Like, people are panicking and getting trapped in cars and stuff like that. Spider-Man is just going around helping regular people, as he usually does. Miles Morales in the Ultimate Universe is doing the same thing. And they're just there as like, hey, the heroes are here. We're going to do our best, even though it's hopeless. They're like, we're still going to go out being good examples.
If nothing we do matters, then all that matters is what we do, Shaun. That's pretty...
Did you just come up with that?
No, that's from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Actually, from Angel, season 2, episode 16. It's a good one.
Jesus Christ. So, Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, throws a party for all of the villains to watch the end of the world happen. And he invites, like, Green Goblin, Bullseye, fucking Scorpion, the Lizard, bunch of people. There's like 20 high-level villains in this party. And then the elevator dings and the Punisher walks in. And the Punisher says, you know, they say when you die you can't take anything with you. So what am I going to do with all these bullets?
Oh shit, Frank's here.
And Frank just mows him down. And like, in his last moments just decides, oh no, I'm gonna keep doing my thing.
Of course, like that's Frank. No matter what happens, Frank faces the apocalypse every single day, just like waking up. So he's just like, fuck it, let's just do it again.
Yeah, he's like, you don't get to die peacefully. You don't get to die having a party. Like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. So, also happening at the same time, Scott Summers, he absorbs the Phoenix Force into himself in an effort to, I guess, survive the end of the universe. Reed he basically beams people up, and he has already selected certain people who get to go on this life raft at the end. And he's like done statistics of like what would be the best combination. So on the life raft, there is the Fantastic Four, the Future Foundation, which is a load of like young kids and scientists and stuff like that who are just geniuses. You've also got Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Cyclops, Star-Lord, and the mighty Thor, Jane Foster. They take off, the universes collide, everything is ending, and it's this big void. The hull of the life raft is breached, and Sue, Franklin, Valeria, Ben Grimm, and Johnny Storm are all detached from the rest of the ship.
Right. I was literally about to say you'd be raging if you're Cyclops and you had to leave all of the X-Men behind and Jean Grey behind, and then you show up and all fucking 6 Fantastic Four members are there. You'd be like, sorry, Reed, can you just recount? Did you do your stats, did you? And the stats showed you that the 6 of you were needed from the Fantastic Four, but only 1 X-Men. Well, I'm not saying you're doing it wrong, I'm just saying it might be slightly biased. So you're saying 5 of them have now gone.
5 of them have gone. Sue is holding it together for a little while. She has a bubble holding off the void at the end of the universe.
Cool.
And Reed, reaches out and is stretching to, grab them and pull them back into the main hull. But then Sue's barrier breaks for half a second and they're just sucked out into the void. And he watches his entire family die in front of him.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Pretty good. So, the comic fades to white. There is a memorial of the Marvel Universe. So it's like Marvel Universe 1966 to 2015. Ultimate Universe 2005 to 2015. It's done. Whole comic fades to white. And then in the next page you turn over and it's a white page and you just see Doom's eyes in the the blankness of the universe. So then now we're going to go back. I'm taking this story a little bit out of order because I think it's a better way to tell you the events. Because now I'm going to tell you what Doom has been up to.
Because I'm assuming he's been scheming. He's been working away behind the scenes, not telling nobody nothing, allowing Reed to think he's the big hero lad, and then just quietly being like, I'm going to do it better.
Exactly. So for ages now, Doom has been obsessed with a race called the Beyonders, who are these entities that live outside of dimensions. They look in and they just fucking mess with stuff and see what happens. Is their whole thing.
They're Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar at the end.
Yeah, pretty much very similar. In they're looking in, but they have a lot more control than McConaughey did.
Okay, of course.
So he then realizes that we've talked about him before. Owen Reese, the Molecule Man, early Fantastic Four villain, had the power to rearrange molecules and atoms.
Right.
Which in the 60s is like a whatever kind of power, and he was kind of a doof. But Doom realized, oh no, he can alter molecules. That's insane.
Literally he's basically a god, but he was written in the 60s as just a gimmick.
That's the thing. And the thing about Owen Reese is that he is the same entity in every universe. So while there is, say Mr. Fantastic, there's billions of different versions of Mr. Fantastic called Mr. Fantastic, but they're all slightly different. Owen Reese in every single universe is the same. There's no differences between any of them.
And why is that? Is that just because of the molecules? And what bullshit reason do they give for he's the same?
So the Beyonders made him the same.
Okay, cool.
Because the Beyonders have basically made him and then set a timer in him that after 25 years, he would rearrange all the molecules in his body to destroy the universe.
Oh.
Whatever universe he was in, he was built as a time bomb, is what they were saying.
Oh, okay. Whoever came up with that, imagine, I love the day in the office. Friday afternoon, they've been working on this for weeks. They're all sitting around, and someone's like, I remember Molecule Man. Is right when we could turn him into, a human TNT bomb or something? Just the Beyonders made him? I don't know. Yeah.
So the way the Beyonders were basically wanted to see what would happen if they set off every Molecule Man at once. So they set that timer and just waited. So Doom learns this because he's studied him and he's talked to various versions of Owen Reese, and he's learned that if a Molecule Man dies, the universe that he exists in dies with him. So if every Molecule Man died at the same time, the entire multiverse would die simultaneously. Molecule Man takes Doom to a point in his past and kills that version of the Molecule Man. Because Doom is working off the theory that if you kill enough molecule men, you'll diminish the charge, and maybe some universes can survive in 25 years.
By the way, that Doom is doing, like, he's actually solving the problem. There's two different... So Reed is like, fuck this, we're out of here. And Doom is like, let's go back and start killing some right people. We'll kill some people, but we'll save everyone.
And the thing is that Doom killing all these molecule men kills entire universes over the course of this, but it does slow it down, which is why we get more than the 25 years that the Beyonders allowed.
Right.
So Doom, like, because it's like, and it's time, so it doesn't make sense. But Doom, in the Marvel Universe, has been killing molecule men for years.
So good.
So doing so, it stops the threat of the Molecule Man bomb for a while. It slows that process down. However, it increases the rate of contraction in the multiverse because there's less stuff in it because he keeps blowing up universes.
Of course.
So all the universes are moving closer together, and that's causing incursions.
Right. By the way, my favourite thing about Doom, and there's lots of great qualities of Doom, but my favourite thing is whenever you meet Doom, I always just assume, like, he's already on series 12 of his own show, and I'm coming in, like, episode 1. Like, he's already 55 steps ahead of whatever's already
Doom
happening.
is on New Game Plus, always. Like, he's got all the gear.
You come to him with, like, one problem. You're like, oh, this is happening. He's like, I knew about that 32 years ago, and I've solved 14 other problems other than that. Like, and I'm already working on that. Don't worry about it.
Also, I've been trying to take over the world the whole time.
Just on the off chance that I get that as well, Reed, let me go over there. Just take over.
So years after beginning this journey, Doom has killed thousands of molecule men. Which also kills thousands of universes.
You know what? He's just killing people. He's the right man for the job.
Yeah. And he encounters one of who would become the Black Swans, the person that first warned the Illuminati about the incursions. He just gathers these... They're like Black Widows for the multiverse kind of a deal. And he gathers them and uses them to help kill molecule men. And he eventually starts going by the Great Destroyer, a.k.a. Raboom Alal. Connor, that guy I needed you to remember existed.
I have in my notes here, that guy. Just a guy.
That guy.
You lied to me. He's not just a guy.
He's Doom the whole time.
He's Victor. Oh, no.
So, however, the Black Swans started destroying other Earths during incursions as an offering to Raboom Alal and to buy more time for the other universes. So they stopped with the killing of molecule men. So this would have worked, but Doom trusted other people. So
they ruined it for him. That's the problem.
Exactly. Because if you kill a molecule man, the Earth is destroyed. The universe is destroyed. And Doom is like, that's better. Because that will reduce the charge of the final bomb that will eventually go off. But by the Black Swans just destroying the Earths, the molecule man technically still could be alive. But it's fair enough, you save the universe, you only destroy one Earth. But the bomb is still there. You haven't weakened the final bomb at all.
So Doom's fatal flaw is that nobody's as smart as he is. And they don't think as big. They're thinking smaller. They're not as focused.
Yes, exactly. And Doom is operating off this idea of weakening the final explosion that the Beyonders have planned. However, he realises that by killing the molecule men and causing the universe to contract, the universe is still going to end. Like, that is inevitable. He comes to the term. He has this line, everything dies.
Right.
It's like, it's just entropy. It's all going to end eventually. So Doom changed course. And instead of killing the molecule men, he begins capturing molecule men in order to create his own bomb to destroy the Beyonders.
The most doomed plot of all time.
Yeah, he's just... And the thing is, he's kind of right. At this point, you might as well just kill the lads who started it.
The thing with Doom is, like, in this situation, he's the one you want on your side. Because, like, in most situations, he's like, yeah, let's kill a bunch of people. But in this situation, he's like, he's a wild card, but I'm glad he's in our deck. Like, he's a madman, but he's going to fucking go for them.
Yeah, exactly. And so, in the present, around the time that the final two universes are colliding, Doctor Strange goes hunting for Rabu Malal, believing him to be the one that caused the decay of the multiverse in the first place. Doctor Doom explains everything to Strange and clarifies that the real destroyers of the multiverse were the Beyonders. So Strange takes his side in this. So it's an outstanding comic panel because it's at the end of all things. There is Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom, and the Molecule Man facing down the Beyonders in the void.
Only Doom is mental enough to fight God.
Oh, 100%. He fights like 3 gods as well. So
yeah, he's like, one isn't enough. You should have brought friends. Come on.
So Doom takes thousands of Molecule Men. And then does the same thing that the Beyonders were planning on doing, turns them into a bomb and fires them at the Beyonders.
So
killing
fucking
all
good.
of them, leaving only one Molecule Man left, who then becomes a conduit for the power of the Beyonders and channels it all into Doom.
You can't control us if you're all blown up, can you? So fuck ye.
Exactly. So and Doom is like, if I had the power of the Beyonders,
yeah, I
wouldn't do this kind of thing.
I'm built much different.
And so that is when Doom takes the remnants of whatever is left and he creates Battleworld, which is something we'll get into in detail the next time.
Right.
Because this is already half an hour.
Yes.
But it is just an amalgamation of various parts of various universes.
Because he has the power of all of the Beyonders.
Yeah.
So he can just do whatever they do, but he has all of them. So he's seen all the different universes.
Yeah, he can create whatever he wants. He is a god. He is God King Doom in Battleworld.
Fucking hell. Also, the best example of what I was talking about with Doom was when you were talking about Strange going to see him and being like, hey, are you that guy? And Doom's like, lad, that was about 3 years ago. Like, there's loads of other things happening.
Yeah. I don't have time for that right now because I'm doing this.
It's like a child coming up to you with like, how do I do this very simple task? You're like, there are so many more intricate things going on right now and you are not smart enough to figure it out.
Yeah. It'd be like if say my house was burning down and then you came up to me and you're like, Shaun, your door's unlocked. And I'm like, that's not the issue.
That's all of Doom's interactions with everyone.
So where we leave the story is there's 2 life rafts after going off, one full of heroes, one full of villains. Doctor Doom is God now and has created his own world.
Wow, what a way to end step 1, part 1 of 3.
I'm going to call it 3. I'll get it done in 3 for sure.
Okay, we'll get through that. Shaun, I thought that was absolutely fantastic. I think that's really good stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks,
I didn't know how the fuck you were going to try and pull this off. So I think I'm very interested in hearing more. And I'm on the show. So I think that's a good sign.
Nice. I'm very interested for your report next week where you cover Crisis on Infinite Earths and we all get very confused.
We just do them simultaneously.
Yeah. Ultimately a terrible experience for everyone.
Everyone's like, which ones do? What? Why is Darkseid here? What's going on?
Batman kills Spider-Man, I guess.
I suppose. So if you like what you heard here, we've done hundreds of other reports covering all the characters that Shaun has just talked about in this report. So if you want to go back and listen to any of them, you can get an individual flavour of what's going on, and then you can go back and listen to this. But comic books are fun, so just go read some comic books as well if you want. But we have...
Oh yeah, I'm spoiling the entire story, by the way. I would recommend just reading it, because it's great.
2015, it's fine. It was 10 years ago. So
it's going to be a film now.
It's a film. It's fine. You see all those chairs? Slowly over 7 hours. You can give us a like, a follow, a share. We're still going for the 5 stars, as I said, on all of the on Spotify, so if you could head on over there and give us 5 stars, that'd be absolutely amazing. Monday's show will be all just movies and entertainment news, so you know that, and you still have the weird news feed if you want to head on over there. It's a separate channel, but the link is on all of our socials if you want the fast link to that.
That's it. But separate 5-star review as well.
A separate 5-star review. Does that count towards the 150 or no?
Depends how many we hit by the solstice, but
I'll start adding them together. Just most importantly though, you just got to tell one human being that we exist.
Just the one, please.
So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Shaun,
and we shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.